Hello, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, otherwise known as AVCCI. You can join us or visit our website at www.avcci.us. Again, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, and I'm a business relationship manager with Chase Bank. I work on the acquisition side and assist customers with anything from cash management to financing to basic banking needs if necessary. I'm looking for any business owner that wants a better relationship with their banking institution. If you happen to know anybody, or if that happens to be you, feel free to contact me and/or come to the website and send me a message. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Steve Turner and excited to be a part of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce, AVCCI. I am the owner and operator of Solomon Turner Public Relations in St. Louis, author of the book PR That Works, and a national speaker. We solve the problems of helping companies build their brand through PR strategies in this crazy era of AI. Solomon Turner helps business owners better connect with their customers and communities that they serve for the long term, and we help sales and marketing with long-term growth by using these PR strategies. We have clients nationwide. We've worked with a lot of people you would know, such as celebrities as Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Steve Forbes, and many corporations like Northwestern Mutual. So I invite you to reach out, love to talk to you, meet you, and have a conversation, and feel free to email or call at the numbers provided. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kristen Panella of TwoSafe Consulting. I'm a founding member of AVCCI, and I chair the Workplace Health, Safety, and Risk Committee, where we're looking to do presentations on education and provide tools that will help you have a safe environment within your workplace. At TwoSafe Consulting, safety is more than compliance. It's about protecting people, supporting operations, and building a culture that actually works in the real world. I founded TwoSafe with one goal in mind: to provide companies with practical, high-level environmental health and safety support that makes a real impact. We work across many industries, including manufacturing, utilities, aerospace, construction, energy, pharmaceuticals, from OSHA compliance to hazardous waste manifests to safety training, audits, investigations, full EH&S program management. Our team becomes an extension of your operation. What makes us different is that we don't just hand over a binder and walk away. We stay involved, solve problems, train your people, and help create long-term results. Whether your company needs a complete safety program or support on a single project, TwoSafe is ready to help wherever the work takes us. Let's build something safer together. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all sizes. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Brent Gary, and I'm proud to be a founder member of the AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm inviting you to join our new movement at avcci.us. In addition, I'm a fractional CMO at Gary Consulting, where I work with business owners who are past the startup stage and fully into scaling, but they need your marketing to go from guesswork to growing. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, everyone. I am Joe Horowitz. I'm the Director of Compliance and Audit for Stetson Cyber Group. I am proud to be a member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, better known as the AVCCI. Stetson Cyber Group is a data privacy and protection firm specializing in cybersecurity risk management and network information security. What does that mean? We are your business partners. We come help you find all your risks related to cybersecurity by doing risk assessments, gap analysis. We do penetration testing, vulnerability scans. We also help you out by protecting your cybersecurity environment by doing employee trainings. We recommend all the right internal controls to put in place, and we do vCISO services. So my background has been in audit, risk, and compliance for 25 years. So we also get you prepared for all the compliances out there, whether it be federal or New York State, as far as like HIPAA, PCI, or if you're in New York State Department of Financial Services, we get you SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, ISO compliant, and CMMC for anyone who has to work with the federal government. Once again, a very proud member of the AVCCI, and look forward to seeing other chamber members in the future.
Hi, I'm Francis Borges, consulting partner with ERA Group. I'm proud to be a founding member of AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm honored to serve as co-chair of the Manufacturing and Healthcare Committee. With 25 years of finance transformation and business consulting experience, working with Fortune 100 and 500 companies across manufacturing, healthcare, financial services, and other industries, I've had the privilege of driving hundreds of millions of dollars in annual savings in some of the world's largest organizations. But now I've deliberately pivoted to bring that same caliber of expertise to where I believe it's needed most, the mid-market. With ERA Group, I partner with founders, CEOs, and CFOs of mid-sized businesses that face what most are dealing with right now: margin pressure, rising costs, supply chain disruptions, and an increasingly competitive landscape. We help them find hidden EBITDA in their overheads and vendor spend, unlocking savings that go straight to the bottom line to fund growth, improve cash flow, boost valuation, and protect the margins that keep them competitive. Well, the top 3 things that clients love most about us: we bring that deep category expertise and the resources that the mid-market simply doesn't have access to. We do the heavy lifting, working as a seamless extension of their team to secure real savings. And we do all of this completely risk-free. No upfront budget. We are rewarded only when we put money back in your pocket. Bring back to AVCCI. It's a powerful virtual community where business leaders can connect, collaborate, and grow their businesses together. Well, we are just getting started, and that's exactly why you want to be here right now. Come join us, be part of our great journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christine Daniels. I'm a high-performance coach, executive strategist, and keynote speaker. I'm also a founding member of America's first Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-chair of the Leadership and Management Growth Committee. I run my own business. It's a coaching and consulting practice. The work I do is about developing leaders, building stronger teams, and integrating high performance with personal alignment, that inner work that makes the outer work sustainable. I deliver this through executive coaching, leadership development, and strategy work with executives, founders, and leadership teams. Before this chapter of my career, I spent over 25 years across capital markets, family office investing, and venture capital. One of the things I value most about AVCCI is what it actually is: a national community where professionals, business owners, and organizations connect, collaborate, and amplify each other's work. Building a business is one thing. Building it with the right relationships, the right visibility, and the right network across the country, that is something else entirely. And AVCCI is where that happens. If this sounds like the kind of community you've been looking for, we would love to have you. Learn more at avcci.us and learn more about my work at christineadaniels.com. I look forward to connecting.
Jesper, welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Kevin, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you. How are you? How is your week going so far?
Doing well. It's sunny in Los Angeles area, so no complaints here.
Okay,
How about you?
okay. That's great. Yes, so far so good. It's a pretty busy week for us in the American Business Podcast. It is because a couple of weeks ago we started America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, powered by the American Business Podcast, and it exploded. We have a lot of members coming in. We are creating Public Speakers Club. We are creating Business Book Club. We have great co-chairs at avcci.us that our audience can see. We also have great committees and co-chairs. So in addition to our regional chapters. So we are in the expansion mode. So the American Business Podcast is going great, going strong, growing, and the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also known as AVCCI, is also doing great and growing. So these are really keeping us busy. And I really appreciate your time that you join us today. And if that's okay, let's get the conversation started.
Absolutely. And Kevin, congratulations on the progress that you're making.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am honored. It's such a privilege. The interest and the support coming from American business community and the also enthusiasm that I'm seeing in American businesses for to support our educational business podcast as well as our chamber is phenomenal. So I'm truly I feel privileged. I'm really happy, and yes, so far so good. And thank you very much for your good wishes. Appreciate it. Okay, well, let's get started. Thank you. And let's get started. We are really curious about your professional insights and your background. Let's get the conversation started. As a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our listeners and to our viewers?
Absolutely. Everyone, my name is Jesper McQuinding, and I am the owner of Family Management Consulting. And my background is in team building and culture. For me, I work with small business owners who are experiencing that team chaos. Perhaps there's lacking that sense of accountability. Perhaps the business owner wants to see more team ownership. Perhaps that complexity is making them feel like a babysitter because now they're overseeing more people, and there's just more processes and more pieces in place that the business owner has to look over. And for me, it really is further developing that sense of leadership, not just within the business owner, but with the team members as well. Also incorporating that sense of team building and community to make sure everyone is on the same page. That sense of collaboration is inspired within the team, and also building out the foundational HR processes where we'll look at the hiring processes, we'll look at recruitment, retention, engagement, and see what's working so far and what gaps could be addressed so that everyone's on the same page and really building a business that empowers their people to do great work.
I love it. Also, right behind you, I see a book with your name on it. Would you like to tell us about it?
Absolutely. So this was a collaboration book. It is called Visibility, where it is public speakers sharing their stories of the success and results they've gained from sharing their message. So Visibility, I'm one of the authors, and it was a great privilege to collaborate in that project.
This is exciting, and congratulations with your published book. This is really great. I mean, we have a really, for us, published authors, they have a special place for us in the American Business Podcast, as well as America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. As a matter of fact, we created a business book club in AVCCI at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And we actually feature books, business books especially, in the chamber. And also we welcome, of course, published authors in the American Business Podcast. Books are the best way for professional development. And I'm glad that you brought your book and we talk about this. We definitely promote and support published authors. So I'm glad you mentioned your book. That's great.
Thank you for asking. And Kevin, such a great opportunity that you're using your platform to really support other thought leaders in sharing their message with the world. So
Absolutely,
very proud of you
absolutely.
for doing that.
Thank you. Yes, I'm a published author myself. I'm also a public speaker. So these are important skills, and you like to give, and that's why I love promoting published books, published authors. It is because it shows your generosity as a professional. Not only you have that knowledge, you also put it in a form of book, and you like to share it with others. And to me, that's a generosity, and for that I always appreciate it. And that's why in America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, powered by the American Business Podcast, we have a business book club, and we also a public speakers club to promote public speaking, to promote book publishing, and also reviewing published books. Also in the public speakers club to promote our public speakers, also talk about fundamentals of public speaking. These are really important skills that we all should have as professionals: writing, reading, public speaking. And they are hard, and they are not easy at all. That is why we like to promote and we like to encourage all the professionals in our platform. And I'm glad you also mentioned it. So this is exciting. You also mentioned one more thing. You mentioned that you are working with small and mid-sized businesses. Also, we have a soft spot for small and mid-sized businesses in US, especially in the American Business Podcast. It's because when we look at the US economy overall, the majority of the businesses are small and mid-sized businesses. They are the backbone of American business that we love to support, in addition to, of course, enterprises. However, small and mid-sized businesses, they do a lot of contributions. They make a lot of contributions into the economy. And I'm glad also you are working with them. So these are all exciting insights that you share with us. Well, let's talk about your career journey a little bit. How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded and evolved over the years?
So, Kevin, it's such an interesting story because for me, I would say I can reflect back to childhood. There was a memory that my mother had shared with me recently. I don't remember the memory, but a couple of years ago, I remember she had told me that when I was a young child, maybe 5 or 6 years old, I don't remember the exact age, but I had pulled her aside and I told her, Mom, when I grow up, I want to become a leader. Mom, when I grow up, I want to become a leader. Now, at that age, 5 or 6, I would find that very interesting because that would be such a complex and advanced topic for someone at that age. I might as well have pulled my mother aside and said, Mom, I want to grow up to study macroeconomics with emphasis on deferred revenue. For someone at that age, it would have been a complex topic. But it's just interesting how it unfolded because as I grew older, I was always encouraged to support the community, volunteer for nonprofits, roll my sleeves up, and contribute in some way to helping others. And that's some of the early leadership opportunities that had fallen to my lap. When I entered the corporate world, I was already managing people and then seeing what worked and also what did not work in leadership. And that provided some great opportunities for learning. And then over time, I was just inspired by what I was doing. I went back to school for my master's degree in leadership and just learned some more best practices and what can work and what can't work, and just expanding on those ideas. And then after that, landed a couple of internships within that area as well. And then after graduating, I completed a management development program for a Fortune 500 company. So I really got to gain a grasp for a larger enterprise to see behind the scenes what those processes and systems look like. And then over time, I was just gaining more inspiration, but what I was doing. I knew that later I would support other leaders in really understanding this realm. And I knew maybe 50, 60, or 70 years from that time, I would go into some kind of consulting to support others. But during the pandemic, there were these new, I would say, new trends at the time into how people are working. And what I mean more specifically, we were seeing more remote and hybrid work. Telecommuting had been around for years, but it had been more intensified during the pandemic. And I really saw that as an opportunity to help business leaders learn how to navigate their sense of team building in back then was the new normal. So fast forward to today, instead of waiting 50, 60, or 70 years, I jumped in, took that opportunity to really help business leaders understand how to incorporate that sense of collaboration in today's world.
What is the secret of your success?
I would say it is experimentation, always trying something new. There are always, when we look at the world, it's moving at a fast pace. And if we are not adapting, if we stick to old habits, that's going to keep us falling behind. I'm trying to remember the quote from Einstein. I believe it. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that's insanity. So really, it is incorporating this sense of adaptability and trying new ways and moving forward. Because as that quote from Einstein, if we're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that's just insanity.
Well, let's talk about your industry a little bit. When you look at your industry, what is the state of your industry? Are there any updates, any developments that you can share with us in this age of AI?
Absolutely. Especially in the age of AI, there are two areas that I want to talk about. The first one is leadership development, and the next one is human resources. We'll start with leadership development. When we look at leadership development, this sense of personal growth and professional growth is becoming ever more important because, especially in the world of artificial intelligence, we want to connect with people who really embrace that side of human. And when we look at leadership development and effective leadership, it is really empowering other people to do their best. And when we look at artificial intelligence, it's really, there are advantages, absolutely, to artificial intelligence. But when we relate it to and compare it to the side of human, we do notice a difference. And when it comes to leadership development, it is inspiring that sense of human, that sense of potential, that sense of growth, that sense of continuous improvement. So that's just becoming ever more important in the world of leadership development. And in the world of human resources, it's just very interesting because now with AI, it's easier to scan through applications and resumes. And some people do feel concerned that they're getting passed over. But again, with AI, I mean, pros and cons, there is this sense of efficiency, but at the same time, some people feel looked over. But again, it is really trying to find that balance to really find ways to really look for advantages to make sure the system works overall. So again, as far as AI in HR, I still believe we're still in an early stage, trying to just figure out how to make things work better. But I think over time, when efficiency starts to make more progress, we'll strike the right balance over time.
Let's talk about marketing a little bit. Based on your experience and observation, what are the best marketing practices for the highest ROI?
I would say LinkedIn has really gained traction because LinkedIn, when we look at social media, it is more focused on the professional side. So people can see your professional updates. And when you're posting regularly and consistently, and when I looked at LinkedIn, it's not just one and done where you post once a year and hope it gains traction. It does require some consistency so people can see what you're up to, because it is that platform where you can expand on your message and share with people more about your thinking and what goes through your processes and your thoughts, and just sharing more about that to really expand on your authority to help people understand more about what you're trying to build. So as far as marketing, LinkedIn has been effective because it is that professional platform where you can share exactly what you're working on and what you're building as far as your business, your career, and your thought leadership.
Well, Speaking of leadership, how would you define leadership, and what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
Absolutely. Kevin, I love that question. And when it comes to leadership, to me, leadership is not a personality trait. And what I mean by that is, for the longest time, people have confused leadership with charisma, excitement, enthusiasm. Yes, those qualities are important because it shows passion for what people are doing. But for me, leadership is more about really empowering other people to do their best. Because on the one hand, someone may have a lot of charisma and energy, but they're holding a lot of ego and really stunting the growth of other people. I would not consider that as leadership. On the other hand, we may have someone who maybe they're not the loudest person in the room, but they can walk up to you and say, Kevin, really appreciate what you're doing. A recent project that you worked on has just impressed me. Want to do more. I want to encourage you to really emphasize more of the good that you're doing because I really love that. Keep doing what you're doing. That is more inspiring because it really energizes other people to do their best work. So as far as defining leadership, it is less about personality, more about really helping other people grow. And the qualities that really expand on those leadership development capabilities, for me, I do have a framework called the 4 super skills of effective leadership. And the 4 super skills are public speaking, public listening, private speaking, and private listening. So the first one, public speaking, what we normally associate with being up on stage and sharing our message with the world. And public speaking is important because everyone has a message to share. And if we hold that to ourselves, we're depriving other people of a lesson that could greatly benefit them. So public speaking really gives us that opportunity to share our message with the world. Public listening, and that is giving other people the opportunity to share and express what's on their mind, because it is giving that room for expression because we can gain more perspectives, we can gain more ideas, we can gain more thoughts into how we can move forward together. Because when it's just one person just living off their own ideas, they're just not going to get very far. On the other hand, when we're open to these perspectives of other people, there's more information to work with and a lot more we can do together. The third piece is private speaking. And when I introduce this, many people think, oh, Jesper, is this where we hide in the corner and talk to ourselves? No, it's not. Private speaking is a phrase I use for one-on-one coaching and mentoring. It's giving other people the opportunity to express themselves in a way that they would not share with information that they would publicly, because there are more sensitive, there's more sensitive information, especially when it comes to personal growth. People do get vulnerable, but when you get that, give them that opportunity one-on-one, you'll gain a lot more perspective into really helping each other grow. And then lastly, it's private listening. And again, when I introduce this, maybe people say, oh, is this where we go out into the woods, isolated and just talk to ourselves? No, not necessarily. Private listening is really tuning into ourselves to really understand, giving ourselves that space to look and reflect what's on our mind. So that can include meditation, journaling, taking a walk. It's really that opportunity to tune into ourselves. So all things together, the 4 super skills of effective leadership, public speaking, public listening, private speaking, and private listening. So when all those 4 qualities go together, that really develops the 4 super skills of effective leadership.
Mentors. Have you had any mentors, any role models who help you shape your career journey over the years?
Absolutely. So there have been 2 that really stand out. The first one, her name is Vicky. She was a mentor that I looked up to in Toastmasters. She had gone through a cancer journey, and she's been recovering. And what really inspires me is that no matter how tough life gets, it's really important to keep your head up and move forward. And my second mentor that I've looked up to is Dr. Jeffrey McGee. He's in the speaking world. and I'm just inspired by his story of using public speaking to leverage his message and his career.
It's very inspiring. Very inspiring. Well, if there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be that you can share with us?
Yes, embrace the heavy side of leadership. And what I mean by that is when it comes to leadership, it's in reality, it can be, there are days when it can be difficult because when we're leading, maybe there are some difficult personalities that we're overseeing. Maybe there are too many pieces in place, but really embrace that because despite the challenges, our responsibility as a leader is still to push progress forward. Because when we embrace leadership, no matter what challenges or obstacles we face, it really, in the end, is about creating progress and helping ourselves and other people grow.
In this part of the episode, is there any question that you would like to ask me?
Yes, absolutely. Tell me more about your inspiration for building your podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My pleasure. Well, my actually background in last 10 years, I have about more than 30 years of business experience. And in last 10 years, I've been in technology, to be more precise, AI-powered business software systems, automation and digitization. And during this journey in technology field, I met with many different businesses, mostly small and mid-sized businesses, followed by, of course, enterprise-size organizations. And what I noticed was always seeing how much contribution small and mid-sized businesses actually offer to economy, how hard they work, and these hard work I've been seeing. I had been actually observing that actually I felt that they weren't getting enough highlights or enough support in the media, especially in the podcast ecosystem. But that's what I had been observing. And also, in addition to this, I love podcasts in general. I find podcasts to be a great resource for learning. And I had been watching, and I'm still actually watching nowadays, of course, podcast channels, especially in business and economics. And I didn't see any podcasts similar to the American business podcast, educational, informative, inclusive, and non-political, and also with variety of business subjects. Most of them are niche. They focus on niche practices of business. And I've seen a lot of, they talk about some part of economics and then business, and they turn the conversation to political conversation, which I didn't enjoy at all. So I decided to start something that will offer insights, not about me, but about our guest, about professionals, from small businesses, mid-sized businesses, as well as enterprise organizations, to help professionals share their professional insights with our audience, with other business professionals. That's what I wanted to create, and that has been my inspiration, helping businesses. Hence, helping businesses and professionals. Hence, our actual mission is to support, promote, uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community. That's our mission. Solid. And we deliver this mission in every single episode in the American Business Podcast. When we look at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI, our mission is to support, promote, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community. So the connection arm, of course, education is always part of it. Connection arm comes with AVCCI, built in with the American Business Podcast, media power. So this has been the journey so far, and so far so good. I really appreciate this journey so far.
Kevin, I really love the very clear mission because it's clear what you're trying to build for the world.
Yes, I agree. And I also really appreciate our supporters, our guests like yourself, experts, subject matter experts, and also our sponsors. Without you, without our supporters, without our viewers, it wouldn't be happening. However, this is just the beginning. There is more to go. There is more to more to do all together. So I'm very motivated, very excited. And this is a great platform with the podcast, the American Business Podcast, and with the Chamber of Commerce, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. This is going to be the America's first media-powered digital chamber of commerce to offer educational and connective environment. So more to do, and I'm really excited. There is more. So to our audience, to our listeners and viewers, stay tuned. More is on the way. Okay, great.
That's very exciting.
Yes, thank you. Well, what is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
Absolutely. Before I answer that, Kevin, I do have one more question for you.
Okay.
What's been your secret for success?
Well, thank you for this. Appreciate it. Well, couple of things. One is that I make a lot of research. My background is marketing. Fundamentally, I got my master's in marketing. So the market research, what I mean by market research is not necessarily surveys, but I do a lot of observation. I review, behaviors, feedbacks, the marketplace in general. So what I noticed was in the case of the American Business Podcast is the missing piece in terms of having an educational with a business podcast with variety of subjects and comes with, informative content. So I saw this gap and I address it with the American Business Podcast. Same with America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. There is no other virtual chamber of commerce powered by a media channel, media podcast, business podcast. So that's also a missing piece in networking world or in business world in general. I mean, we have been following different chambers and associations. There is no such chamber which is national, comes with, regional chapters and committees and a speakers club as well as business book club. There is no such institution. So seeing these gaps with the help of course, market research and observation has been the secret sauce so far, followed by, of course, hard work. There's always hard work. I mean, you can see the missing piece in the marketplace. At the end of the day, for us to address that need, the gap, we need to work hard. I mean, we need to put together a plan and we need to consistently deliver it. That's why when we look at our podcast on YouTube, we have more than 3,000 videos we created, and all these in 15 months. That's massive for any in a podcast in business category. So hard work and I must say market research and observation.
Kevin, excellent insights.
Thank you. Well, okay. What is your career advice for the next generation business professionals?
So the next career advice for the next generation of business professionals, I would say wherever you are in the growth, your stage of growth is keep learning as much as you can with whatever you're trying to build. As you can see, the size of my screen doesn't do justice because I have a lot of books on my background. I love to read because the more information we can gain, the more insights, the more perspectives, it really gives us the creativity to find solutions in moving forward. And I would say for the next generation, keep learning and learn as much as you can. So that way you can gain more insights and perspectives into really developing your creativity to find better solutions for the future.
And for those who like to be in touch with you and continue this conversation, what is the best way that they can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. The first way is to visit my website, familyconsulting.com. And another effective way is feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Search for Jesper McQuinding. Love to have conversations about leadership development, team building, company culture. Really love to have discussions about those. So feel free to reach out on LinkedIn.
Jesper, thank you so much for being with us in the American Business Podcast, and thank you for sharing your professional insights and professional wisdom with us in the American Business Podcast. Truly appreciate it.
Kevin, thank you for having me. Honored to be here. And again, congratulations on the progress you've been making.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your support. And to our audience, to our listeners, and to our viewers, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the #1 source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products, and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support.
Hi, it's Neil Abruzzi, and I'm here to talk to you today about America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am proud to be the head of the Technology for Business Committee, where through the Commerce we intend to bring usable technology information to the membership. Something not far-reaching, but something that you can use in your business, hopefully that very day. I'm 35 years running EDI Options. We're here a company for making connections between retailers and vendors. We provide connectivity services, integration services, data handling services, and all kinds of different commerce consulting. So come on and join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. You're going to love it here, and I look forward to working with you going forward.
Hello, I'm Nerio Rivera, and I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Please join us today and let us help you grow your business. So I'm also the Senior Client Manager at IMSN. There we help support your current and upcoming ISO certifications through training and a variety of other services. So if you have any questions regarding ISO, the process, or how to maintain it, please send me an email.
Hi, I'm Naeem Sayed. I'm the founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I highly recommend you join it, especially it's virtual, and you get access and connection to everyone across the country that you can actually connect with and make a meaningful relation. On personal side, I am a consulting partner for ERA Group, where we partner with CEOs and CFOs of middle market companies in helping them improve profitability. We do that by taking a look at all of their overhead costs and areas where they really don't have either the time or the bandwidth or the resources to take a look at. And that's where we come in. We do that in a contingency model, which means no savings, no fees. So if you have clients struggling to improve profitability, we are their answer. I look forward to seeing you at America's Virtual Industry.
I'm David Faverio. I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other known as AVCCI. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We look to educate people and businesses on how to be more sustainable and how to introduce sustainability into their business to be more efficient in their operations. I'm also the president of Pupfish Sustainability Solutions. Pupfish's data destruction methods are AAA NAID certified through iSigma, which certifies our adherence to the highest security and ethical standards in the data destruction industry. We operate on a zero landfill policy, which means nothing winds up in the landfill. Everything's 100% repurposed or recycled back into the U.S. manufacturing stream. And Pupfish received our certified B Corporation status in 2021, and we are proud to be a force for the local and global good.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Visit us at www.avcci.us and become a member today. I'm also the owner of Emerald City Ventures. I work with Gen X women who find themselves in a pattern of stopping and starting and starting and stopping. and we reunite you with that version of yourself that you've been trying to reach for years. And she's in there. We're going to bring her out. So visit us at www.kimm.co or email me at theowner@emeraldcityventures.net.
Hi, I'm Jolie Leidner, and I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm also the co-chair of the Human Resources and Workforce Development Committee. And we at that committee will guide you with everything educational for HR and recruiting, as I own Jobs by Jolie, a staffing company. And we're here for all your staffing needs, where we staff every industry with a personal touch, and we do temporary, permanent, and temp to perm staffing, and we do it across the country. So I could be reached at 516-521-7602 or jolie@jobsbyjolie.com. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Christian Torres. I am one of the new founding members of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, we're putting together some committees that are shaped specifically to help business owners just like you. And I'm proud to be the new co-chair of the Business Strategy and Innovation Committee, which means every month we're going to be working together to bring you the educational content, the insights, the learnings, and the resources to help you figure out what's next, what's on the horizon. There are so many shifts in the marketplace right now and disruptions going on every single day. My background is actually in decision intelligence, which means that I help companies make high stakes decisions using data, AI, and decision-making frameworks. And I do that all through my company, Stark Analytics. So I am really, really excited to bring that expertise and knowledge to the Committee for Business Strategy and Innovation and help business owners just like you get the tactical advantage that they need to succeed.
Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is PAAS@americanpodcast.tv. Business Podcasting as a Service. Powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the show comes from Yelp. You know, I've been talking to more than 100 business owners in the American Business Podcast. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why you should sign up and list your business on Yelp for Business. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, the form will show up on your screen and you can sign up on the registration form. It comes with free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. Do you know there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp website looking for services from businesses just like yours? Restaurants, home services, professional services, and many other businesses are being searched on Yelp on daily basis. That's a great opportunity. If you list your business on Yelp, you'll be findable, searchable, and you'll be visible. When you are visible, when your customers are able to find you, you're in business. You can get opportunities, you can get leads, you can build a healthy and profitable pipeline. Consider Yelp for Business. Scan the QR code, sign up, and start your free trial. It comes with free trial. Very comfortable, no obligation. List your business and start getting the results and enjoy the benefits of Yelp Business. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, grow your business at americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email. Grow your business at americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast Network, please send us an email, paas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk, that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming the American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.